Hello, Pisces. Thank you so much for joining me today on Fortune's Wheel Tarot. This reading is for the week of February 13 through the 19. It may or may not be a Valentine reading, so let's just see what comes out. I offer this reading for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions, and may this serve all who need. Spirit and angel guides, what are the messages for Pisces today, please? Thank you. Spirit family, keepers of the Akashic records, ascended masters, what are the messages for Pisces today, please? Messages for Pisces, please. Oh my goodness. Your first card out, Pisces. Number 4, Beath. The Two of Roses, Winged Messengers. The King of Roses. On the bottom of the deck, another major arcana, the Oracle of the Delphi. Let's see if we can zoom in. Pardon me. Number 4, Beath. The sun shines upon a plain in England where stands an ancient henge in the distance and a grove of birch trees nearby. Upon many of the trees is carved the old Celtic Ogham letter Beath, which represents the birch tree and stands for birth. A beautiful woman walks forward carrying a basket while 2 children run happily toward her. With this card, it's time for a new start, perhaps an actual birth or at least a metaphorical one. An old phase is passing away and a new one begins. But even this new beginning has its roots in your deepest histories and your past lives. There may be some labor involved, but it's a labor that bears fruit. This card is associated with fertility, sensuality, and motherhood. There may be new energy in romance, the family, or the home. You could be giving birth to a creative project too. Whatever it is, celebrate. Prepare for the wonderful growth and opportunities that are about to come. Akashic Force. Close your eyes and imagine yourself stepping into the proverbial pregnant moment. Feel the creative forces popping and sparkling within and around you. What would you like to create with this energy? The next card for you, Pisces, is the Two of Roses, Winged Messengers. A white dove carries a message in his beak and flies high above a table laid out for tea. One of the teacups has fallen over and there are broken pieces of china on the table. Below the dove, a hawk flies into the scene with a message in his beak. This card indicates a small conflict in your home or family. It could involve you and another, or others in your extended family. There could be money issues about the home, an inheritance, or personal finances. The dove brings a message from your spirit, a call to see this drama through your higher mind and compassionate heart. You may feel compelled to be the peacemaker or the provider in this situation. Let yourself do as your spirit guides you. The hawk, a predator, shows that there are times when you might have a tendency to be pulled into the fray yourself. With the hawk entering from the right, it certainly indicates that more challenges may be coming your way. Happily, your spirit is high above those challenges, so you can see them clearly and deal with them effectively. A special note about this card. Whether this card is upright or reversed, you can gain further insight from a neighboring card. The hawk has just taken off from his perch in the card behind him. Look to that card to find out more about this conflict and its resolution. Let your spirit tell you if there are any past life influences at play in this situation. That card is the next card that we will be reading, which is the King of Roses. So perhaps the King of Roses may offer some insight into this conflict and resolution. The Akashic force for this card: with a deep breath, bring your focus within you and feel the brilliant, pure white energy of your higher self. As you fill with a sense of this radiant being, invite a message from your spirit about any personal concern that lies before you at this time. Whether you get a word, a feeling, or an image, let yourself receive that message immediately. The final card for you, or actually the third card, because I like to read the bottom of the deck as well, but the final card that we pulled was the King of Roses. And roses correspond to the cups, and the Akashic Tarot, that's the relation to the Rider-Waite deck, and that's generally the only relation I've found so far, but I'm still learning about these cards. So this card reads, this card shows a man holding two roses, a red and a white, demonstrating a balance of passion and purity. At his feet are the yellow roses of healing and creativity. This is the King of Love, a man who is balanced and well-rounded. When he appears upright in your spread, it indicates that a potential union could be at hand, either in friendship, business, or even romance. Whether this is a new relationship or the blossoming of an old one, this man brings tender-hearted and thoughtful support. He is also someone who could be helpful in your personal life, especially where home or family issues are concerned. Whether the King of Roses is you or another man, the role of husband or father is now opening to create a happy home and family. This card also lets you know that you are ready to stand up for yourself and take a loving but considered action on your own behalf. It's a time of increasing love and compassion, which always start within. So you have to decide, Pisces, how that is associated with the winged messengers. Some past life influence to do with the masculine energy in your life. The Akashic force for this card reads, close your eyes and step into the robes of the King of Roses. You are the king of family, home, and community. Feel a sense of care swell within you. What would you like to bring to the world around you now? As I said, Pisces, I like to read the card that's on the bottom of the deck as well. And for you, that was the number 1, the Oracle of the Delphi, a major arcana, and another beautiful card with a beautiful message. The Pythia, or the priestess at Delphi, sits upon a high 3-legged seat. Steam rises gently from a small fissure in the ground. Nearby, a robed priest prepares to write upon an open scroll, while the Pythia psychically receives the perception from Apollo. It is the priest who interprets her pronouncements. In this, we see the 2 important keys in psychic experience: perception and interpretation. When you receive this card, you're in a time of great insight and psychic power. Even if you don't recognize it yet, it lies very close to your consciousness because you have used this gift in so many past lives. You may get images or feelings without knowing how to interpret them. Take notes as you practice both your psychic perceptions and their interpretations. Just as they gave the Oracle of Delphi a profound awareness, Your psychic perceptions and their interpretations give you a powerful insight and an Akashic vision of the world. The Akashic Force. Close your eyes and go within. Feel your psychic energy growing, expanding upward from the very depths of your being. Now notice the first thing that you sense. Those are beautiful messages for you, Pisces. I would like to now read a card for you from the Oracle deck, Shaman's Dream Oracle. Thank you, spirits, for the beautiful Akashic Tarot messages. Ascended Masters, thank you so much for these messages for Pisces. What is the message for Pisces from the Shaman's Dream Oracle? Shaman's Dream Oracle message for Pisces, please. Thank you, Spirit. Number 20, Feast of Plenty, Choices and Their Consequences. Pardon me. Feast of Plenty, Options, Choices and Their Consequences, Life's Blessings. A great feast is laid out before you and requires you to choose. What will satisfy your hunger, something new and unconventional, with its potential for bitter or savory qualities, or something that you already know you love? You are faced with a plethora of options right now, and while they may seem to be an extraordinary thing, too many choices can throw you off balance. You might be worried that once you commit, you won't be able to turn back, or refuse to confront the consequences of that decision. The most important thing to realize is that the feast is offering you experience. No amount of overanalyzing or strategizing will help you make the right choice now. Don't debate the right or wrongness. Instead, just choose. In the choosing is the speed of experience. In the choosing is the seed of experience. And that is what is necessary now. Sour, bitter, sweet, savory, what matters is relishing the experience until you digest all that your choice is offering you right now. Only one warning: avoid the same choice if it keeps you hungry. If something didn't feel good or does not bring what it seemingly promised, do not choose that again. The experience will only repeat itself, and you will have more than a bad taste in your mouth. The feast is yours to enjoy. You can always go back for more when you're hungry again, for life's blessings are ever available to you and calling your name. That was also a beautiful message, Pisces. I love the messages and images on all of these cards. The final card that I would like to pull for you today is from the Wild Offering Oracle deck. What is the final message for Pisces today, please? Thank you, Spirit and Angel Guides. What is the final message for Pisces today, please? Wild Offering message for Pisces. Thank you, Spirit. Final card for Pisces today. Self-acceptance. Nothing is more exhausting than endlessly working on yourself. When you offer your whole being fully to love, self-acceptance arises spontaneously. May I rest in our oneness, dear Divine. Thank you so much for joining me today, Pisces. If you liked this reading, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Love and light.